why Deloitte? Deloitte is the largest professional services firm in the world. However, when you get there, at first it can feel like you're lost because it's so big, because that's how I felt. I felt as if it's so easy to just kind of diminish and like get lost in your work. But I found that it's also not really possible because everyone's there checking in on you, everyone's working with you, everyone's just wants to see how you're doing. And I found myself going into my same seat at the office like every week, and people were starting to know my name, even though I'd never spoken to them before. And I was thinking like, how can it be such a big firm, but it still feels so comfortable and cordial and you're able to talk to anybody? It was kind of bad. Actually, one time I was upstairs having lunch and it was early enough in that had started, and I didn't know much people, and one man came over and he looked kind of lost, and I was like, oh, do you want to sit here? And he goes, yeah, of course. I'm like, oh, have you worked here before? Are you new as well? And he says, no, I've actually worked here for 20 years. I'm the COO. So it was Brian Jackson that I sat and had lunch with for like an hour and just like picking his brain. But the fact that one of the partners are able, like, you can talk to them casually for an hour, and it's just like, you know, of course you're respectful and you give them like that brevity, but the fact that it was just so easy. A lot of places aren't like that. A lot of this, like that kind of wall. So that's one of the things I tell to people whenever they ask me what's it like there, and I'm like, that's just a prime example of how easy it is to just like fit in and feel comfortable. And I think that in order for you to work well and excel at any job, you have to feel comfortable. You have to feel like you belong, especially being a woman and a Black woman at that. Like the inclusivity that there is at the firm, and just knowing that they have these initiatives and knowing that you can talk about things. In my interview for my internship, it was at the time of Black Lives Matter. That was the protest that was going on, and one of the things I like to do is a lot of social justice. So I heard that the firm was doing had a lot of initiatives that they were doing to support Black Lives Matter. So I asked about it in my interview. I asked what the firm was doing to support this, and he went on a whole tangent for however long talking about all the things that the firm did. And I was told when I got offered the internship position that question was what pushed me over the edge, and because I felt comfortable enough to ask that, and I was brave enough to ask that was one of the things that they were looking for people to actually speak their mind, and I love to speak my mind, so that's what I love about the firm.